Hey everybody, today I want to focus on one of my favorite pianists, Sonny Clark. I first discovered Sonny when I heard him on a couple of my favorite Grant Green records. Recently, when I was playing at the Grand Hotel at Mackinac Island, some of the players hit me to the Sonny Clark record that I'd never heard of, called Blues in the Night. Today's lesson comes from a solo on that record over the tune Somebody Loves Me. We'll cover a couple lines, then talk about the concepts used in those lines, and then finally put those same concepts back into our own improvisation and make some of our own lines out of it. Alright, let's jump right into it. Okay, so first let me play Sonny's solo for you. In today's lesson, we'll just be focusing on the first chorus of this solo. I love the phrasing and the feel of this solo. Every line just seems effortless, which in the end is what we're trying to get across when we improvise. We want it to sound just like talking, effortless. So the first line I want to cover from Sonny's solo sounds like this. So on the surface, this line looks pretty ordinary, just a cool 2-5-1 line, right? Where the key lies in the rhythm of this line. The way Sonny plays the accents of this line implies a polyrhythm, which is just two different rhythms played over each other. The rhythm that Sonny is implying over just our static 4/4 feel is this. Notice that the accents of the line that Sonny's playing line up with the implied polyrhythm. This is a great way to build tension and release in your lines using only rhythm. We can take this concept and make our own lines using this implied polyrhythm. When you're doing this, try making the accented notes the higher parts of the line versus the lower parts of the line. Now you don't have to do this, but it just makes it easier to accent and to play. You can do it without doing this, it just takes a little bit more control of your picking hand. Here are a couple examples. You can also take this rhythm and apply it to chord soloing as well as comping. First, just play it with our basic guitar voicings that we would use over a 2-5-1. Then try adding other voicings that make our chords a little bit more melodic and start thinking about a melody on top, using this polyrhythm as a framework. The second concept that I want to focus on in today's lesson is a great bit of language that Sonny plays multiple times throughout the solo, and it sounds like this. So there are multiple ways to view this, but when I look at it, I see a B-flat dominant 7 arpeggio going to a C7 arpeggio. Now this is played over a C7 chord, this B-flat 7 arpeggio. So when we get that, we have the B-flat, which is the flat 7, the D, which is the 9th, the F, which is the 11th, And then finally the A flat, which you could view as the sharp 5 over our C7. So as long as you find a way to resolve the 11th to the 3rd of our C7, then we can apply this B flat 7 over the C7 chord. Here are a couple examples of using this concept. The last concept I want to cover is a line that can be played over altered chords, normal dominant 7 chords, and backdoor dominant chords. So this line reminds me a lot of a shape that Wes Montgomery usually plays in his solos, which sounds like this. Wes would play the shape over the 2 chord of a 2-5-1, and then move this shape up a minor 3rd to play over the 5 chord of our 2-5-1. This Sonny Clark line works exactly the same. You can also play this over a backdoor dominant, as well as just a normal dominant, depending on where you start this line. Here's an example of both and what it sounds like. So you can see, with just this one line, we can get multiple uses out of it. Make sure whenever you're learning a bit of language over any type of chord, you look and you see if you can use that same bit of language over another type of chord. Oftentimes, there's a lot of things that overlap each other. So now you can see that even by just transcribing one chorus of a solo, in this case from Sonny Clark, we can get so much material out of it. Not only that, but we get the language in our ears and under our fingers, which helps us play and recognize good jazz language in the future. I would highly recommend that you learn the rest of his solo from this record. Thank you guys so much for watching this video about Sonny Clark's solo over Somebody Loves Me. If you have any other solos that you would like me to look at and do kind of a mini dive into it like I did in this lesson, let me know below. Also, if you like what you're seeing, make sure to hit that subscribe and like button for more content in the future. And just a reminder that you can get the PDF of this transcription in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, and remember to always keep swinging.